How are we all doing today, ladies and gentlemen? We're doing okay. What's going on, Berserk? JC Pliskin, Berserk again. Hello, how you doing? So today is Fallout Sunday, all right, and today I believe, will be finishing off Dead Money. It took a little bit longer than I expected, and it's because when it comes to Dead Money, I always forget that there's the beginning part where you got to find all the companions and stuff like that, and then there's a middle part in between, the first part, and then actually getting into the actually getting into the Sierra Madre. I forget that there's quests that you have to do to initiate the opening of the Sierra Madre. I completely forgot about it. What's going on? Oh my God. Oh geez, excuse me. What's going on, Flota? How you two doing today? We doing all right? Yeah. So first off, I want to apologize. Yesterday, I was going to stream for the Carnival of Combat with Alex Stein and Luis J. Gomez, but I was unable to do that because I had a family gathering that I had to attend. Very important one as well. It's a family member that doesn't really live close to me anymore, so I don't get to see them that much. So I wanted to be there to at least say hello to them. Um, it sucks, but it is what it is. And the thing that really sucks about it too is that, like, I could have done both, but I didn't know, because Carnival of Combat started at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time yesterday, right? I figured that meant that it was going to be the first fight on the card rolling out. I didn't know they were doing a bunch of these, like, freak show things and stuff like that, right? And I say freak show in a loving way, right? I think it's funny the way they kind of combine comedy and fighting on that show. It's interesting to a degree, So I've never been someone who absolutely positively hates the idea of, like, influencer boxing or anything like that, or like Carnival of Combat. They did musical chair boxing. Um, that to me was hilarious, right? Um, I don't hate it, because at the end of the day, it's like, who really cares that much? If you are someone who you only like the top of the sport, the tip top of the sport, go ahead and only watch the tip top of the sport. You know, you don't got to pay attention to all these other things and stuff like that. But you got a lot of people who get kind of upset about it and things like that. The combat sports world is scummy as well. That when I came to this realization, it kind of made it easier for me to accept all these other, like, weird freak show things that are going on. And it's because, if the combat world, if the combat sports world is going to be as scummy as it is in the way that it is, then why am I going to give a fuck that there's some guys who want to have fun by beating the hell out of each other while playing musical chairs? What do I care? Um, oh, that's not real boxing. These guys work really hard beating up on dudes with a combined record of 50 and 347 for their first 10 fights. Like, it's stupid, It's so stupid the way that people look down their noses at other things. It is what it is. But yeah, what I am going to try to make sure that I do is I'm going to react to Lewis's fight as well as Alex's fight, and we may be doing that on this stream today, depending on how things go down. I am not 100% sure. I'm not going to say, yeah, we're definitely going to get to it. But the plan for today, after I do the usual little, sit here and rant about whatever and, talk to you guys and stuff like that, we're going to get right to the Fallout, okay? We're going to hopefully be able to finish Dead Money today, right? If not, then we'll finish it next week and we'll get into one of the other expansions, or DLCs, or whatever you want to call them. And if we do happen to finish it today, then depending on what time or how much time we've been streaming for, I might jump into one or both of the fights. I might react to one or both of them, because I was really looking forward to that stream. I met Luis Gomez. He's a really cool guy. Really good at boxing. I don't know. I don't know how he did yesterday. I haven't seen the fight yet, right? In fact, if we do review it today, I'll literally be reviewing it as though I was watching the stream yesterday, because I don't know what's going to happen other than the fact that Lewis won, right? Um, so I don't know how he looked or anything like that. But when he came up to New England to spar with Sam invited me down, and Lewis has a really good jab cross. He just throws it out there when you're trying to move in, and it's gonna end up hitting. Right? That's just kind of how it is. Excuse me. In addition to that, he's pretty good with the distance control. Um, so it'll be cool to see him fight. And he was a cool guy as well. Alex, I didn't get to meet him, unfortunately. When he was here for Fish Tank Live, it just didn't line up. It just didn't happen. But he is a really nice guy from the look of it. I've seen how he treats the fish and the freeloaders and stuff like that. I've just seen how he is, like, in general. He seems like a really happy-go-lucky guy. And now that I think of it, we have talked once or twice in the DMs as well. So I'm excited for that. Bottom line, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I have some more news. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss any other news. Tomorrow is going to be the Charlie Zelenoff video. I have a video where I'm going to be talking about Charlie Z and my experience with him and things like that. And I am also going to be putting the live stream that he and I did months and months ago. I think like at the beginning of springtime, not last year, geez, this year. I'm going to be putting that on my Patreon, so if you're interested in that, it's $5 a month. You get access to everything. There's tons of videos on there that you will not get access to on my you won't get access to those on my main channel. In addition to that, I'm also going to be releasing one of the Patreon videos. I have to check the archives and figure out which one people voted for. I forget which one people voted for. I'm going to be going ahead and releasing one of those as just a way to kind of... Oh, geez. Excuse me. I've been eating cookies the last hour and it's killing me. But, I'm going to be releasing one of those just to give you an idea of, like, what is on there and stuff like that. So yeah, there's that. In addition to that, I mentioned a week or two ago that I'd like to do a charity stream. My birthday is coming up in about 2 weeks. Close to like a week and a half. A week and a half is my birthday. What I'm thinking of doing is, instead of doing a birthday stream, I'll probably do like a charity stream this coming Friday. Where I'm hoping that people and don't worry, I'm not just gonna be telling you give me money. I'm gonna be giving some money to this cause too. I'm hoping that people will feel comfortable with donating to a cause. I ended up talking to these guys. They're from Uganda and they are kickboxers, and they are legit. Like, everything that I've seen about them, they are legit. I think it's a little bit too difficult to teach people to do kickboxing just to try and scam somebody, right? It'd be one thing if they were like, yes, we are Ugandan kickboxer, and then they're like throwing like pad work like that, right? It'd be crazy, and I'd be like, nah. Either A, these guys suck, and money is not going to help them out, or B, these guys are scamming me, right? It's one of the two. But I didn't get that vibe from them, and I think actually last Sunday or 2 Fridays ago, I forget which one, I ended up showing a little bit of their stuff, and like, they are legit. They're a little bit raw, right? But that's how it is, right? You take dudes that train for a year or 2, 3, 4 years, and you throw them in a fight, and all of a sudden there's a lot of things that go out the window. That's just how it is. So the fact that they have fights, and those fights don't look like that Dambe Warrior shit, right? That's a really good sign. It is a really good sign. So, long story short, I do believe these guys are legit, and what I would like to do is try and do a charity stream, because they are in need of money. Because for one thing, they like to enter tournaments down in Uganda, and they need money for the tournaments. But in addition to that, they also take orphans and they teach them to kickbox. And if we give them money, we're going to be giving them money to help support the orphans and things like that. That's just That's just that's my what is it? What is it? Damn it! That's my logic. That's my logic. I'm a very logical based red pilled skeptic. All right, logic and reasoning are my big things. And I am allergic to the logical fallacies. If you hit me with a no true Scotsman, I will start vomiting everywhere. All right. Scott is going to bankroll the next Ngannou. That's actually the plan. That's the whole goal. That's the whole plan. John Stevens. By the way, what's going on? Don Jelly. Mental. Yeah, and yeah, John Stevens, Don Jelly, and Mental. You guys are the only ones that are saying anything that's new. So hello. Check out Titus Jones MMA. He's gonna be flyweight GOAT when he goes pro. I'm not gonna do it right this second, but I will check him out. Might as well, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I'll figure it out. There we go. What's going on, Vic? Happy Sunday, man. Yeah, so I mean that's basically it in terms of updates and other things like that. So I guess we'll just go ahead and we'll get started. All right, are we gonna go? There we are. We're gonna go. We're gonna get going, kid. Just waiting for it to load up right now, and I'm checking something. All right, there we go. And that armor really is cool. Oh, whoopsies. Whoopsies. It wouldn't be a Scott Sullivan MMA stream if I didn't forget to, if I didn't forget to do that. All right. You gonna be on Fish Tank Season 2, by the way? Was awesome watching you teach contestants. I mean, I will be if they want me. I would never say no to something like that. That was like such a cool experience. It's just a question of whether or not they feel it's gonna be worth it to have me back. If you ask me, I'll say, yeah, it's totally worth it, bro. But I'm biased in my own favor, right? And in addition to that, I'm also an MMA nerd, so I will talk about this shit till I am blue in the face. It just is what it is. If they want me back, they'll tell me, and they're probably not going to tell me until it's like time to go. I've noticed that because typically I get hit up by different people associated with MDE, like a few days before they're gonna need me to go somewhere and do something, right? That tends to be the case. So I'm not sitting here like, you can't see it, but I have 6 rounds in the chamber, and then I have 66 rounds in my pack. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna fire one off, and then we're gonna reload because I don't like that. I don't like that number one bit. Anyway, yeah. Well, bottom line, I'm just saying a lot to say something that I don't need to say that much of. Yeah, I mean, I definitely 100% will be on Fish Tank Season 2 if they ask me to be. There's no way I'd say no to that. It's just a question of whether or not they feel. It's a question of whether or not they are going to feel like it's a good idea to have me on. Which, if they do, great, fantastic, I'm there. I'll clear parts of my schedule to be able to do it. Or if not, then hey, I understand. No hard feelings, I never want to impose on anyone. That's something that causes me a great deal of embarrassment, is when I feel as though I'm imposing myself. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh man. Anyway, that's something that causes me a great deal of embarrassment, is when I feel like I'm imposing myself on people. I absolutely hate texting people. Or calling people or bothering people, right? Specifically people that I know are busy. If you're someone who never has anything going on, it's like, all right, whatever, I'll hit you up, but I hate the idea of this person is a professional person in my life, right? And I consider Sam to be a friend at this point, not just a professional dude in my life. You know, he's done so much for me. Like, I'm not just gonna be like, yeah, he's an all right guy. You know, we have a good working relationship. No, like I consider Sam to be a friend, but even with that, I understand how busy Sam is and how much shit he's got going on that's occupying his mind. Same thing with Jet, same thing with Ben, any of those guys. So I try to make sure that if I do hit them up, it's for a good reason, and I'm not sitting here like being a pussy, you know, if that makes sense. Um, you know, and that's one thing that's kind of irked me about the fish tank. I hate calling things communities, but the fish tank community, for lack of a better term, is that there's a lot of people out there who they think they know what Sam and, you know, specifically Jet, right? I've seen Jet get a lot of the hate, right? Most of the hate, in fact. They think they know what Jet is going through enough as to where they can be like, oh, you know, episode 1 wasn't that good, dude. You know, bro, episode 1 wasn't that fucking good, bro. And, like, you know, it'd be, you know what'd make it better? Like, they think that they know enough, and they think they could do a better job. So they say weirdo shit like that. You know, it's like, it frustrates me for Jet. I see it, and I'm just like, dude, you guys are such fucking bitches, bro. You guys are being such dickheads. Like, leave the poor guy alone. He lived in a fucking basement nonstop for 6 weeks of his life. Like, pacing... Yeah, I'll take the foreman ski. Pacing back and forth. You know, like a schizo, pulling his hair out, right? Trying to make sure that as much of this show as possible was going to be entertaining, and that it wasn't going to completely ruin him and Sam. Right? 6 weeks of that, and I only caught bits and pieces. I didn't catch him, like, freaking the hell out or anything like that, right? But, just being down in the basement once a week or so, right? Just watching these guys and how they were and the things that they had to do and shit like that, and the way they had to be glued to a computer screen literally 24/7. It was like, wow, like, these guys... There's this, like, dumb thing about, like, you know, artistes are like this. Oh man, I don't even know where I'm going. Oh shit. Oh no. All right. Anyway, there's this dumb thing about, like, artistes, right? Where they're like, oh, you have to suffer for your art. And it's like, all right, yeah, sure, fine, whatever. Like, I get it. But, like, Jet, Ben, Tax, who else did I see there? Fucking Julian was there, you know, at the beginning. I remember, I'll be honest with you, right? Nah, actually, I don't want to say that. No. I don't know if it's a good idea for me to say that. But, just the way that I saw these guys, right? The hour or two, or on a good day, 3 that I was there, where, like, you know, I was able to kind of put eyes on them. It was like, wow, these guys really are suffering for this. This isn't just, hey, we're having a good time. Yeah, I got this little pet project called Fish Tank Live. No, it was like, this is the thing. It is the project. It is I'm talking bloodshot eyes, hair all like, whoa, like fucked up, like pacing back and forth levels of like, we gotta make this work. We gotta fucking make this work, dude. You know? And it's like, to see the way that these people have been being towards these poor fucking dudes. It's like, yo, like, shut up. You know? Shut your fucking mouth, leave them alone, and let them do their shit. And like Jet said one day, if you don't like it, don't watch. Like, genuinely, you know. I don't think he's joking around when he says that. I don't think he doesn't mean that. I think he really is just like, yo, like, if you don't like it, don't watch, because I've put so much of every facet of my heart and soul and being into this, that if you're gonna tell me that I didn't do a good enough job, and I need to do this or that, I don't even want to fucking hear it. You know, because you don't know. You don't know. You just don't know, you know? Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to get it. Luckily, I have mad bobby pins. Low-key, a lot of fish tank fans are terminally online weirdos, but a good chunk of us aren't like that. Oh yeah, and I mean, I'm a fish tank fan. Like, yeah, sure, I was on the show for, you know, however much time, and they were very generous to give me, they were very generous to give me screen time in both of the last two episodes. The episode 3, I got, I got like, I was in the footage like straight up. Episode 4, you'll see tomorrow. I'm in the end credits, right? But like even with that, I'm still a fish tank fan, you know. And one thing that I try to make sure, that's weird. Anyway, one thing that I try to make sure of is that I'm grateful, right? This is just a good way to be in general, in my opinion, right? Oh hey, I didn't even know about this. It's a good thing to be in general, right? Like I think people. This is literally, I don't think I've ever been to this part of the map before. I literally just stumbled upon this, and I have no idea about any of this at all. Oh, interesting. All right, let's go ahead and see this little area. Anyway, people are not grateful enough, in my opinion. You know, and that's one thing that I try to make sure that I am, is that I try to make sure that I am grateful for things, right? Regardless of what it is, you know, good days, bad days, etc. Because a bad day is still a day above ground, and any good day, any day above ground is a good day, you know. And part of that gratefulness is also being grateful towards the people that help me, or even just the people that are in my life. They don't even have to be like some kind of big giant help for me or anything. Just the fact that they're here, and I enjoy their presence and they enjoy mine, and we try to brighten each other's day a little bit. I'm extremely grateful for that. And bro, I diet during the week, and then the weekend I go fucking insane. And by Sunday, I'm always regretting it. I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have ate that much bad food, you know? So here I am now, burping up the mad cookies that I ate. And I'm like, why did I do that, bro? Oh, okay, we've already seen this before. You know, I just feel like there's a lot of people who aren't grateful for the things that they have and the things that they're given, whether it's by people or if it's some kind of act of God type of situation. I want to make sure here. All right, Puesta del Sol. I think if I go out one of these, I'm all good. We may actually not end up finishing this today, because I keep remembering, oh no, there's this part. I gotta do this, and then I can do that, and then I can do that. But we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna see what we can do here. And all right, let's make sure I don't accidentally pick sugar bombs again. I picked sugar bombs last time, and that's why I have so many of those fucking things. Yes. All right, 7 stim packs, not sugar bombs. I got, I think, 88 sugar bombs last time. And I was just like, well, nothing else to do. I just started eating the sugar bombs because they give you health, right? Oh, bro, I'm an idiot. Wow. Wow. Okay, I am so dumb. I wanted to do mad sugar bombs, not mad stim packs. I just wasted so many of them, but whatever. Anyway, I hope they do get you back on. I know they tried to keep it a surprise, though. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what ends up happening, you know? When I hear Sam talk about, like, there was oh, geez, I didn't want to take those hulls. I heard Sam on PKA. I've gotten into PKA recently, you know, as well as, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. You know, both really fun to listen to when you're, like, just doing some shit that you don't really want to be doing. You know, makes it a lot, easier to deal with bullshit. But yeah, I heard Sam and Jet on PKA, and Sam basically teased that, you know, they're potentially in, you know, I would even say probably, the way he ended up talking about it, there probably will be more boxing on Fish Tank. So there will be more boxing, most likely. Whether or not that means I get hit up to train people, or if there's like some kind of challenge related to boxing, maybe they'll call me in to beat the hell out of the fish or something like that. That'd be fun. Oh, what? Anyway, you know, regardless of what that is, it seems like there will be more. So it will be cool regardless, you know. I just quit I just quit reading recently. I just quit reading recently. I quit weed recently, and trying to eat enough but not too much is messing me up. Yeah. Yeah, quitting weed messes you up a little bit for a little while. Some of it's actually kind of cool. You have some pretty, well, if they're good dreams, you have some pretty cool dreams, and they're very vivid. You know, I still remember, I don't remember all the dreams. I only remember one dream, and it was such a crazy fucking dream. I don't even know if I should talk about it, because it involves certain people. Fuck it. So I had a dream, right? It was me and the buddies of mine that I used to smoke weed with, and these buddies were, I hadn't hung out with these guys in like, I want to say like 6 or more months at the time, I believe. And, I don't know how we ended up here, but we ended up in a residential neighborhood, right? Oh, no, wait, no, I'm mixing it up. We were in a hallway at a school, right? And, there was a certain person named, Schmillery, right? At the end of the hallway, right? And all my buddies were trying to fight Schmillery, right? She kept us like pinned down, right? With like some kind of rifle fire or something like that, right? And we just couldn't do anything, but she had to stop to reload, right? Now, when she would stop and reload, we would run up there and we would just start trying to do whatever we could to kill Schmillery, right? It just wouldn't work. Like, we had guns, we're shooting, just kind of like hitting and not doing anything, right? So eventually we have to keep falling back. And this happened like 2, maybe 3 times. And the last time we ended up doing it, I had this gardening utensil, right? It was this weird thing. I think I saw it on Zombie Go Boom. If you don't know Zombie Go Boom, they're a really cool old YouTube channel. You know, they're like old style YouTube, back when you could actually have fun on the platform. They used this gardening tool to, like, you know, hack up a zombie head. You know those ballistics heads? They have zombie versions of those that I think they might even have a hand in creating. And they test different weapons on it and shit like that. We run up, right? And I have the gardening tool, and I end up going, and the top of Schmillery's head just pops off. No blood, no guts, no nothing. In fact, it was more like Schmillery was a robot than a person, right? So we all just kind of sit there, and like we have a moment where we like shing, head pops off, and we all just kind of damn. We all just kind of like do that for a second. We're just kind of looking here, right? And you know how in dreams, like, you'll teleport from place to place? That's kind of what happened, right? So we do it. We all just kind of have this moment. And then all of a sudden we teleport. We're hiding in the bushes in this residential neighborhood that I've never seen before, right? Because, I mean, after all, we did just kill Schmillery. So we're on the run. You know, we can't stick around. We can't just be hanging around after that, right? That was the most vivid just quit weed dream that I had. That's really the only one that I actually have like a memory of. Like all the other ones, they were very vivid, but you know, they kind of faded from memory. But that one was not only so vivid, it was just so crazy to have my buddies in there, and then also like, you know who, and then to have done that in the dream It's just like, woof, all right, well, cool, you know. It was kind of funny. Anyway, you know what? We're going pacifist. We're not killing any of these guys. Floors, oh, floors have teeth. All right, that means I can't be fucking stupid. Actually, I'm gonna be very stupid if we're being honest here, but you know. Yep. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Oh, dude. Oh, no. No. Oh, dude, fuck. Got him. Alright, perfect. I'm curious what that thing was, though. You could see... Oh. Alright, yeah. I don't need the gas bomb. I don't need the ass bomb. Do you have all the DLCs for New Vegas, by the way? Yes, sir, I do. We're gonna be playing through all of them. Either back-to-back or depending on how I feel, depending on how people feel, we might, you know, take a little bit of time in between them. But this is the first one that I'm playing through right now is Dead Money. So, you know, we'll do our thing with that. I don't know why. I just spent all my money on stimmies. So, you know. Oh, bobby pin, I'll take that bad, Larry. That bad mamma jamma. And it's telling me to go down, I would assume. I don't know. Nope, we're good. We are all set. I think we're all set. Oh. Alright, anyway. Bro, I watched Zombie Go Boom a bunch when I was a kid. Yeah, Zombie Go Boom was like... They were really good. They were really good, I don't know how to describe them. They were just really good. You know, they were really good. They were fun. Got him. Oh, but I think I might have dismembered him to a degree. Yeah, we're good. And I leveled up. Cool. Yeah, Zombie Go Boom was really cool. I liked how they did their shit. All right. Well, there it is. I just got back and I'm so lost. Oh, the dream, right? Yeah, yeah. What else am I gonna put this in? My speech is... I'm supposed to be a big dumb idiot who doesn't know how to fucking do anything, but... Whatever, I guess I'll put it in medicine. I might as well. Oh, nope. Alright. Okay. Nah, I think if there might be a way around. Uh-huh. Yep. Damn, bro. Damn, dude. What the fuck? Alright, let's see what Sparky over here has to say. Just 2,500 pre-war money. I ain't giving up that automatic rifle, that's for sure. I don't want to give up anything, really, if I'm being honest here. Knife spear, 3 throwing knife spears. Yeah, I don't really use frag mines like that. Shit. Wait, I got a 9mm? When did I get the 9mm? Since when? Alright. You know what? We're gonna give him mad sugar bombs and see what happens. Alright, deal. Deal. Get the fuck out of my face. Anyway. Did you watch Crazy Russian Hacker? Crazy Russian Hacker. He's like a survivalist guy, right? I feel like I've seen his stuff on Facebook of all places where he does like product reviews of different things. Oh. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm crippled. I have a crippled leg, so. Boy. You sound like Shane Gillis with a normal assortment of chromosomes. I don't know, do I? Maybe it's that Irish shit. It's that Irish my dad and I. Nah, fuck him. Because I like, part of the reason I like Shane Gillis is because I feel like our dads are kind of similar to a degree, right? The way he describes his dad, the way he explains the way his dad is, sometimes I listen to that and I'm like, that's my dad. That's my fucking dad. Do we have the same dad? Are you like my special ed half brother that my dad kept secret? You know, maybe it's that. Maybe it's a shared maybe it's a shared familial trauma from having an Irish dad. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just looking for loot mostly, if I'm being honest here. I do want to get to the the thing with the stuff, but I'm also sitting here like, ah, man, I need this. That's the most obvious one. You fucking dickheads. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. Oh shit. Damn it. Oh. Oh, what the fuck, bro? Damn it. Oh man, that was so fucking stupid, dude. That was so fucking dumb. I am so stupid for that, man. Ah, shit. Oh man. Oh shit, it's two of them? Damn. Alright. Got him. Fuck right off with that, pussy boy. Damn. I'm just getting fucked up now. Wow. Guys, I'm fucking up in the game today. I can't be doing this today. I should have stayed home. And I put it in medicine as well. Alright. Now, point. Alright, let's get the hell out of here before I fuck something else up. I keep forgetting I can't. I keep forgetting I can't do that. You know, I don't even feel like fucking around with. Actually, no, wait. I got so much pre-war money, I could probably make it a little bit quicker. Give me that. I might just take those as well. Pre-war. Oh, I thought I had a lot more pre-war money than I actually did. Ah, well, I'm already here, so I'll sell them the useless junk. Yeah, you can take the microfusion cells. And the tree fitty. Tree fitty 7. I don't believe I use energy cells, excuse me. Yeah, take that. Alright, I need something that's worth 50. Wait a second, no. I need something that's worth 50. Let's give him something that's worth 500. Good call. Good call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Eat shit. We outie. Alright, oh, I'm gonna have to let that bad Larry off. Wonder what'll happen if I go up this way. Damn, bro. I'm fucking up, dude. I am fucking up hard. Alright. I just want to make sure I'm headed the right direction. I am not. Oh, shit. Wait a fucking second. Wait a fucking second here. Am I trapped? Am I trapped right now? I think I might be trapped. I don't think there's a way out of here. Do you guys see a way out of here? I do not. I think I literally have no choice but to just die. So I'm just gonna walk into the cloud and not come out. Alright. Biggest hurdle right now is not hitting up my stoner friend group that just wants to smoke in Discord all day. Yeah, dude, honestly, like, it sucks to say, but when you're trying to quit something like that, when you're trying to quit any kind of drug, and yes, weed is a drug, don't ever listen to anybody who tries to say, oh, weed's not a drug, it's a plant. Oh, damn, direct hit. That guy fucked me up. Weed is a drug. Anyone who says it's not is fucking lying to you. So don't listen to them, okay? They're also lying to themselves. Weed is a drug. Or if you want, okay, fine. Weed is not a drug, but THC is a drug. And, well, when people smoke, are they usually smoking CBD or THC? They're usually smoking THC. Alright? Not that CBD isn't a drug. CBD is also a drug. But, you know, that's the shit that's like, oh, it can help with inflammation, right? When people talk about inflammation or any of the other purported positive benefits of weed and things like that, they usually will point to things that only CBD, which is the type of weed that doesn't actually get you high, they typically point to that shit to try and justify why THC weed should be legal. And I'm not saying weed should be illegal, by the way. I'm just saying that this whole weed is good for you argument also typically goes hand in hand with weed being legalized, right? I would love if weed was legalized federally because I have money in weed stocks, right? Because, I mean, hey, it's a home run slam dunk, in my opinion. This is not financial advice. I'm just telling you the way that I see this, right? Because one day I'm going to wake up and front page of the paper is going to read weed legal federally. And then all of a sudden all the idiot boomers and the dumbass stoners who never gave a fuck before, they're going to do that. They're going to send my stocks to the fucking moon. I'm getting in mad early, and I'm going to get out after these idiots prop me up, right? But, like, that aside, right, weed is a drug. And whenever you are trying to quit any kind of drug, you can't just quit the drug. You also have to quit the people, the places, and the things that make you want that drug, right? And it's tough. Like me, like when I was quitting vaping, right? I had to really basically just take 3 days to do nothing but sleep, right? Because if I played too much video games, I'd be like, haha, yeah, Call of Duty sure is fun. Oh, alright, right? Like, that's what would have happened. I would have hit my fucking vape. Right? It's tough, right? Because I like playing video games. Why would I want to not play video games for 3 days if I have the time and the energy to be able to do so? Of course I'm going to want to play video games, right? Obviously. I ain't even going to bother with this dude. And you know what else? Fuck off. You too. It sucks, but you gotta do it, right? And because of that, like, you should probably, like, legit lose your friends' numbers. Like, numbers, Discord, whatever it happens to be. You legit should be like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and fucking, like, block these people, you know? Don't worry about feeling like the bad guy or anything like that, because what you're gonna find out, typically, is that the only thing you had in common with that person was that you smoked weed together. That's really it. So it's not like you're gonna actually be missing out on much of anything. And then on top of that, if they really are friends, like if they really are your friend on that level, if they really do care about you, and if they really do want the best for you, okay, I should go there. Then they're gonna be like, okay, he needs to go his own way so that he can kind of take care of himself. I get that. I'm not gonna hate him for that. You will have people who are like, what, bro? Dude, what the, bro? Like, all right, fine, quit weed, dude, but like, you don't gotta fucking block me, right? Don't worry about that, right? They're just trying to guilt trip you, even if they don't mean it, right? They might genuinely be like a little bit hurt and upset, but like, at the end of the day, what matters is that you're making sure that you're gonna be okay and that you're not gonna end up going back to that thing that's bad for you, And they may be a little bit hurt now, but in the future, if you guys end up happening to cross paths again in whatever form, you can explain to them like, hey man, I'm really sorry about that, dude. Fucking, if you and I were still gonna be talking on that level, I would have smoked more weed. It would have happened, and because of that, I just had to, dude. I'm sorry. And if it's somebody that you will never see in person in the first place, then they never should have really mattered on that level, right? I don't have friends that I don't see in person from time to time. Or at least that I wouldn't see in person, right? I have like one or two people. I just sent a message to one of them, like right before I ended up getting on this. There are a couple of people that I've never seen in person, but I would see them in person, right? Because they're cool dudes and I like them. And that's why we're friends, is because they're cool dudes and we like each other. Here it is. Here it fucking is. You fucking bitch. Fuck you. Fuck yourself. Anyway, but like, I would never have like legit friends that I could not be around in person for one reason or another, and that's kind of the thing that happens nowadays, is people make friends in Discord servers and shit like that they'll never be within 100 miles of each other, and they act surprised when it turns out somebody doesn't actually really give a fuck about somebody else. They act like, whoa, what, bro? But I thought, bro, dude, I thought Based Boog 1439 was like my bro, dude. We had like some good times together in a Discord call, dude. Fucking dude, I thought fucking Based Boog was my boy, and now he's telling me that I'm an F slur, I'm an F word, cause I don't want to smoke weed with him in a Discord call anymore, bro. Dude, what the fuck? Like, you're gonna realize that, and there's so many fucking people that are like that, What's going on, Kesh? What's going on, anybody I haven't said hello to yet as well? I forget if I've said hello to you, Dylan. But hello, and hello, Turg. You guys doing okay? What's going on, Luke? I've had some Instagram friends like that, and I lost them. See, you didn't lose your Instagram friend. Bro, I'm getting fucked up today, guys. It is just not working out for me. You didn't lose them, right? They were never your friends in the first place. They were just people you happen to be on Instagram with. That's really what it was at the end of the day, I'm in a bunch of Discord servers, and I mean, that's the thing, is like, I don't get mad close to these people in the first place. So it's kind of a I'll use one of those just in case, because I know I probably need it. It's not like this 100%. It's not like I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Bottom line, like, I don't get mad close with people in Discord servers. I jump in and I see like I see some names that I recognize, and maybe we pal around a little bit, but the second I jump out, I'm not thinking about them anymore, In addition to that, like, there's also a transient nature to Discord, like, I used to chill in, damn, I didn't even mean to do that. I used to chill in servers and shit like that, and I'd have a good time with people and stuff like that. And then I'm taking that embalming fluid. I ain't gonna let you guys know what I'm doing with it. I'm just gonna take it. I'm just gonna take all of it, you know. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me what I need it for. I just need it. I just need it. Damn. This guy's resilient. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. They're everywhere now, dude. Fuck. Uh-oh. Alright, I need stimmies, and I need something with a little bit more fucking punch. It's only got 10-308. Alright, I'll take it. I should have threw a frag mine down. I should have just said, you know what? There's room in this grave for both of us. But yeah, like, I used to hang around in Discord servers and stuff like that, and, you know, I'd have a good time, and I'd recognize certain people. As I was saying, I'd recognize certain people, and, you know, I'd be, like, happy to see them, and, you know, we'd pal around and all that other shit, right? But, I can't tell you how many times I'd jump on literally a week later, because Discord is a weekly thing for me. It's not a daily thing. I go on Discord, like, once a week, usually, right? And I hang out for an hour or two wherever I happen to hang around. Lately, it's just been Bible study. I've just been doing Bible study and then getting the fuck off. But, you know what? We're gonna see how the 9mm fares. I can't tell you how many times I jump on, right? Only a week has passed, but, like, all of a sudden this person is not in the server anymore. Like, this person that I was mad cool with, you know? You're just fucking sitting there, like, hey, what happened to this person? And they're like, oh, I don't know, they just fucking fell off. Either that or like, oh, they got into an argument with this person or that person or the other person, you know? What's going on, Joey Perp? I'm doing all right as well. Sorry, I'm just trying to survive here. For those of you that just jumped in, I died twice already. Anyway, been playing the Dead Space remake. This is Max Payne, by the way. Been playing the Dead Space remake. Never played the original. Dope game. I've never played either of them. I'm sure they're good games. It's just I'm very slow to embrace certain games, including third-person shooters. Third-person shooters are not really a big thing for me. I don't know why. I've just always liked first-person, you know? It doesn't mean that I can't play a third-person shooter, excuse me. Why does this look like a seance? Anyway, it doesn't mean that I can't play third-person... I did it again. I fucking did it again. Anyway, I'm not saying I couldn't play third-person shooters or anything like that. I do enjoy them. From time to time, right? But it's not like... When I decide, hey, I'm gonna play some video games, I'm not like, let's put on Dead Space or, you know, something else. You gotta be kidding me, dude. I'm pretty sure I can just, like, run away from these guys. We met each other through school and parties, but then the prankdemic hit and everyone just stopped hanging as often. Yeah, that's the way life goes sometimes, you know? Sometimes something happens where it's not even like you guys don't like each other anymore, it's just like some weird shit goes down, and now you're not seeing each other as much as you used to. That happened, you guys, like, I still feel awful for this, but I also don't 100% feel awful for it, because I think it was just kind of time for it to happen, but also, it was just, like, the timing was weird, but it was kind of getting to that point where we were going to move on with our lives, you know? I had a friend who was a friend of mine for years of my life. I'm talking, like, we started hanging out in, like, the 5th grade. He was younger than me. I think he was in, like, the 3rd grade or something like that. It was a kid from the old neighborhood, you know? He was one of those kids. This kid from my old neighborhood, we were hanging out. Yeah, he was in, like, the 3rd grade. I was in, like, the 5th grade or some shit like that. And, you know, we stayed friends for years. Like, every summer was spent, like, running around, getting in trouble and shit like that. It was my senior year, so he would have been a freshman or a sophomore, something like that. And we were going for a walk. And, it was dark and we were walking along a highway, not like a highway, but you know, like one of those like state highway type deals where it's basically just like a glorified busy street, right? And he ends up getting nailed by a car. Like, I'm gonna tell this story. He gets nailed by a car. I thought he was dead at first, I'm gonna be honest with you. When it first happened. Alright, okay, you know what? There we go. Alright. You see, they did that on purpose. You're like, oh no, the beep thing. Anyway. Yeah, but he got hit by a car. It was really ugly, really fucking bad. He survived, and to my understanding, he is, like, perfectly fine nowadays, right? But he was fucked up. I don't know, like, we just... It's not like we never saw each other again after that, but also, like, I legit remember, like, walking that street that we did, right? We used to go to this one store that was, like, miles and miles away from where we lived. Like, this was, like, a ritual for us on, like, Friday nights or Saturdays or stuff like that. Anyway. Come on. But yeah, it was like a ritual for us, right? We used to just do it, like, every weekend, either Friday or Saturday, sometimes even on Sundays. And, you know, that obviously stopped, right? Because, I mean, come on. Fucking dude ain't going for a walk anytime soon. He just got nailed by a car. But in addition to that, hologram rifle. Okay, yeah. I'll take those. Oh, super stim packs. I could use those too. Anyway, we stopped going on the walks, but then in addition to that too, we just never really picked back up where we left off when he was like perfectly fine again. You know, we just kind of stopped hanging out, stopped talking, and we saw each other a handful of times after that. But eventually, you know, he was still in high school. I had just graduated. I found the new group of friends of mine that, you know, I would smoke weed with all day. I'm sure he had friends that were still in high school and, you know, all this other shit and blah, blah, blah. And we just never saw each other again after that, you know. I legit have not seen the guy in probably close to 10 years. Actually, in about a month, it will be the 10-year anniversary of him getting smacked by that car. So yeah, it's been like 8 or 9 years since the last time I saw him. I probably wouldn't even recognize him if I saw him again, I'd be honest with you. Like, that's how much people change over the years. You know, you don't recognize people sometimes, you know. And it's you know, it sucks, dude.
Let me link the callers to the speaker in the tower, then. There.
Oh, okay.
Ready. The both of us. I'll keep Dog locked in his cage. You just open the Sierra Madre.
What are you waiting for, Republican? Strike up the band already. Careful when you do. You think the villa's bad now? You haven't seen anything yet.
Alright.
Finally. Now, the gates will open, and so will the skies.
Thoughts on Ariel Helwani? I don't really have thoughts. I see some patterns out of him. I will say. Yeah, you fucking bastard. I was saying, I see some patterns out of him, right? That, you know, are, things that, you know, certain people would, you know, there's certain things about him that I can definitely see are, like, weird things. You know, like, he definitely is a shit stirrer, right? You know, he's in the MMA world, but he is still a journalist. Therefore, he's gonna do journalist things. And, you know, one of those journalist things is he's gonna be a shit stirrer, right? Although I do like that he seems to be, whether it's just because he's like, oh, I don't like Dana White because he kicked me out of the UFC, or if he genuinely does care. It seems cool that he does care about certain things that I feel are negative aspects of the MMA world today. Like fighter pay is one of those things. You know, the treatment of the fighters. And then certain other small things, you know, like overall, I couldn't say I'm his biggest fan, but I also couldn't say that I hate the guy either, you know, which is kind of just the way that it is for most people, you know. I don't think I hate anyone, but it also doesn't mean that I'm in love with everybody either, you know, when it comes down to it. I see, here we go. I'm just going to try and run through these guys because we are actually kind of behind schedule to where I want it to be. It's like I said, we don't have to finish this today. It's just if we could, I would like to, you know. Oh. Peace out, boys. Oh, uh-oh. That fucking bullshit. Oh. Uh-oh, a rad roach. Yeah, Ariel Helwani, I'm sure we could be in a room together and get along, though. Like, when it comes down to it. That's really one of the major things that I consider when I'm deciding whether or not I like somebody is, like, fuck, dude. Like, if we were in a room together, do I feel like I would, want to stuff this dude in a locker? You know, do I feel like I'd want to, like, dunk this guy's head in a toilet? You know? Overall, like, he seems like the kind of guy I'd probably have good conversations with about certain things, you know? And, because of that, I can't say that I don't like him, you know? I'd even say that I like him. But, you know, people, you don't really know people until, you know, you don't really know people until you actually do get around them. Are you gonna try to get the 37 gold bars? What? Bro. It really just crashed. This day, dude, I had a bad stream on Friday. I'm having a bad fall. I'm not going to call this a bad Fallout stream, actually. I'm not going to call this a bad Fallout stream at all. You know, but, you know, it's not the typical, it's not the usual Fallout stream, all right? Hopefully it's saved. It probably didn't, but hopefully it's saved, and we won't have to go through that whole rigmarole again. Oh. Oh, alright, that works out then. That actually works out. Now we can just run. We can just dip. Nah, Friday's stream wasn't that bad. I don't think it was the greatest stream, you know? Am I saying it's the worst ever? No, not necessarily, but I don't think it was the greatest stream. I do think that I could have done a little bit better on Friday. But yeah, no, I guess you're right. It wasn't the worst stream ever, you know? Somebody compared Ariel Helwani to, DJ Vlad. Calling him the DJ Vlad of, Alright, okay, alright. Calling him the DJ Vlad of the MMA world. I don't know if that's a bad comparison to make. I don't know if it's the greatest ever either, but, you know, I don't know that it's the worst thing that you could say about the guy, you know? Alright. Let's ride. Oh, shit. Fuck. Boink. I want to make sure that I don't fuck this up again. Or not that I don't fuck it up, but it doesn't just... Well, I mean, I guess I would be the one who fucks it up. Am I headed the right way? I hope I'm headed the right way. No. Oh, fuck, dude. No, you see, it's a maze. It's a fucking maze, and if you don't go the right way, you're fucked. I'm hoping this... Yeah, this is the right way, if I remember correctly. Damn, bro. I am eating shit today, dude. I cannot help myself. Alright, we're safe. We're safe. Fuck, no we're not. I thought I was supposed... Yeah, shit. Alright. Oh, man. Alright. Assassin suit. Oh, no, it's the Sierra Madre helmet. Okay. See, the problem is I don't have any, like, really good, I don't have any really good, well, nah, I need to heal myself. I don't have any really good, weapons, you know? All my shit is, like, fucked. And now I'm sitting here trying to go toe-to-toe with these things like a fucking idiot. Because I'm just like, shit, I need something better than what I got, but I don't know what I can use. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Okay. Alright. It's not trying to tell me to go back. It's trying to tell me to go back there. I'm about to fucking shit myself, dude. I usually don't even have... Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take that bad mana jam out. Let's go... Got him. Alright, go fuck yourself. Another one? Of course there's a fucking another one. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, we're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked. I know we're fucked. I'm doing it. I'm doing it specifically because I know we're fucked, but... Oh, never mind. I guess we're not fucked. Alright. Fantastic. Really? Really now? Alright, so where the hell am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go Salida del Sol. Okay. That's good. Or, you know, it's not good, but, you know, it is what it is. Even with all the glitches and bugs, still so much better than Fallout 4 and 76. Yeah, I can agree there. I can agree there. And if I remember correctly, Fallout 4 was kind of buggy as well, you know? Fallout 4 was when they started to embrace the idea that if a bug is quirky and cute enough, that, oh, it's not a bug anymore, it's a feature. Teehee. Alright, I'm trying to figure out, because I could swear there wasn't, oh, man. This is fucked, dude. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure. I lost some money on Derek Lewis last night. Dude was scared to stand up with him and just laid on him all fight. Yeah, I mean, standing with Derek. I almost called him Derek. Standing with Derek Lewis is not, it's not what you would call, a smart idea. Alright, I guess we're just gonna, oh, man. That was a close one. I'm trying to find out how to get back there, but I'm just having a hard time with it. It doesn't help that I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. I don't really have anything that I feel packs a good enough punch to do anything to the, wait a second. Alright, I guess I'll use these. I was saying I don't have anything that I feel is good enough to pack enough of a punch against the village people, you know. Hold on, local map. Yeah, so why can't I get there? I'm just curious as to. Alright, I gotta say fuck it and go. Alright. I hope I didn't just fuck myself up by like going the wrong way or something like that. Nah, I didn't. Nah, this is a new area. Okay. There we fucking go. I hope the villa isn't fucked. I really hope the villa isn't fucked. What the fuck was that mount with no strikes, though? I actually didn't get to watch it last night, so I'm not even 100% sure of what you're referring to. But I would assume that, like, if he had Derek Lewis in a mount and he wasn't throwing strikes, it was probably because he didn't want to posture up to try and throw strikes. You know, that's most likely what it was. Remember the snow globe? Oh, damn it, dude. Where is the snow globe? Hold on, I'm curious. Honestly, fuck it, dude. I ain't even doing the snow globe. I'm sorry, guys. You see how much health I got, dude? You see how much health I got? That ain't happening. That ain't, I am sorry, but that ain't happening. Point, point, point. Oh yeah. Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh. Come on. Yeah. Damn, bro. I got him. Alright, it's fucking damn. Hold on, what's in here? That looks like a cache of some type. No, it is not. It is just the villa. I'm gonna go up here. Oh, yeah, nah, I can't do it. Got him right in the butt. He's unconscious, but is he... Alright, there we go. Alright. Jeez, dude. There we go. Oh, man. Dude, it's really desperate. This is probably one of the more desperate, playthroughs of this DLC that I've had. I'll be honest with you. I'm not saying I, like, breeze through it or anything, but, like, usually it's not this hard. Oh, no, 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 no. Where the fuck did that dude come from, bro? This is what I'm talking about. They're just coming from nowhere. He's just like hanging out now. He's like, alright, I blew my load. I'm out of here. Alright. Dude, these guys are fucking everywhere, bro. I thought I got him already. Alright, there we go. Was it in tech? Oh, no. You already answered your own question, Don Jelly. It's in Brazil. I knew it was in Brazil, because there was some, controversy or some shit, you know? Dude, really? What the fuck is going on today, guys? What the fuck is going on today? This is kind of crazy, dude. I don't know what the deal is. I genuinely don't know what the fucking deal is. Yes. All right. Props to Derek for going the distance, though. His first fight to ever make it to the 4th and 5th round, apparently. Was it really that I thought? Oh no, that was a 3-round fight, wasn't it? The fight versus Ngannou. I remember when Francis lost to what's his face the first time. Stipe. Francis lost to Stipe. And I think after that, he was a little bit rattled, and because of that, he didn't want to really bang with Derek Lewis, you know, not to mention the fact that Derek Lewis is, you know, Derek Lewis. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, guys. I apologize for that. You know, I have no clue why it's all of a sudden crashing. I installed mods so that it would not crash, you know? And since I installed those mods, it's been months since I have had a single crash in this game. And now there's 2 crashes today. I'm wondering what the hell the deal is, all right? But I think after 2 crashes and me fucking up the game, or fucking up in the game as much as I have, we should probably just call it there. You know, I'm not saying call the stream or anything like that. I'm just saying we should probably call the gameplay there. All right. I did have more stuff planned for today. All right. We can go ahead and we will you know, we'll go ahead and we'll pivot into that. But you know, we'll chill for a second just to kind of process our trauma. All right. We're gonna process our trauma. Is what we're gonna do. Okay. I also want to check something real quick. Is there any place we can watch the Alex Stein fight? I didn't even know that was happening. Yes, we'll go ahead and we'll watch that. Excuse me, in a couple of minutes. I have a recording of it that Alex ended up posting to the internet. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna load it up just to make sure. Oh, all right. You know what? Fucking VLC players, garbage. Is a dog a shit. Open with media player. Okay. Why is... I don't know what the deal is, guys. Shit is just not working out for me today. Let me see what happens if I... Okay, well. Carnival of Combat might be on Gas Digital Network website, I believe. That is another thing too. Like, you know, Alex ended up posting his fight. You should support the stream though. You shouldn't just look for freebies if you absolutely positively can. You know, I'm not doing this so I can be like, aha, I have the stream. Like, this is actually a video that Alex took of the fight himself. It's not even going to be the best angle of the fight. I just want to go ahead and you know, I'm basically, no joke, I'm waiting for it to that's really fucking weird. It's being dumb. I don't know what the deal is, dude. Whatever. We'll go ahead and we'll look it up on we'll do Twitter. We'll just react to the Twitter thing. Oh. Okay. I'm just trying to, because there's a little bit of build up. They do the walkout and they you know, they do the ring announcing and stuff like that. and you know, I want to you know, I'd rather skip all of that. You know, I want to get right to the action if it's at all possible. Um, okay, so they are not doing any sort of. Okay, yes, they're just double checking to see if. Okay, so Alex did a boxing match. Yes, he did a boxing match just last night, and we are going to take a look at that now. Display. There we go. So this is Primetime 99, the pimp on the blimp. All right, Alex Stein versus Mike Harrington. If you don't know, this is Alex. All right, this is Mike Harrington. So, there really isn't much to say. I don't know much about Mike Harrington. I do know Alex Stein is a conservative pundit for the Blaze, from my understanding. I could be wrong. Sorry if I was wrong, Alex. My bad. But really cool guy. I hope that he comes back for Fish Tank Season 2. He probably will be. He provided a lot of laughs for Fish Tank Season 1, so they probably will have him back on if they can. You know, and hopefully I'll get to meet him next time. But really cool guy, and he decided he was going to take a boxing match. Now, this came along because Alex was originally supposed to fight Mo Dean on the Misfits card, but because of some controversy, or non-controversy, if we're being honest here, he ended up getting kicked off by somebody. I don't know who. Whether it was Misfits, whether it was DAZN, whether it was a little bit of both, whether... I don't know who. But he ended up getting kicked off. And as a result, Lewis ended up offering him a boxing match on the Carnival of Combat card. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead. We're going to check this out. So, this is the beginning of round 1. Alright, just waiting on him right now. And here we go. Jab cross from Alex. Alex trying to be very aggressive right out the gate. I think he ended up eating one. So Alex is just getting right up in his face and trying to give it to him. Mike is not really deterred. He's just kind of getting pushed back. Ooh, that was a nice little right hook from Mike. It ended up hitting him in the back of the head, but that was incidental. Alex throws a right hook of his own. This is just an absolute, it's a melee. They're throwing ham hocks. Alex is just trying to put him away immediately. Ooh, that was interesting. Alex throws a cross and then comes back with a backhand. That was interesting. Jab from Alex. Mike ends up missing with a right hand. Jab from Alex lands. Another jab from Alex. Ooh, that was an interesting jab to the body followed by a right up top. But I don't think the right up top. Oh, that same thing again from Mike. I don't think either of those landed, but that one did. That right hand did. That right hand to the body landed, but it kind of slipped off. You see, Alex is hitting jabs though. I think the nerves are over. I think Alex was a little bit nervous at first, but now that he's kind of let a little bit out and he's calming down, he's starting to settle into a game plan. He's throwing jabs right now and he's landing with the jabs. Nice little right hand a few minutes ago, not the last one we saw, but there was a right hand that landed a second ago. All right, so Alex throwing the jabs, but Mike is trying to work the body. He ends up going body, and then he throws a left hook to the head. That was pretty interesting. That was good. So there is a little bit of strategy from these guys. Another jab from Alex. Jab from Alex. So Alex right now is trying to make sure he keeps Mike out, and that's what those jabs are going to do. Alex ends up throwing a cross followed by another backhand. I don't know if they're warning him for anything or what, but... So jab from Alex. Ooh, nice. So what started that was a jab from Alex. Mike ended up slipping the jab. He started going to the body, then to the head again. That's pretty good. One thing that Mike is doing good is that he's going body, head, right? He's moving in, he's getting around the jab, and he's throwing to the body to lower the hands, and then he's going up top. And that's what ended up giving him that. It was a pretty close round. I think it could go either way. I might give it to Alex. I'll be honest with you. I might give it to Alex just because he was landing jabs pretty much the whole round, in addition to some of the moments that he ended up having in the beginning of the round. He was very aggressive, and then, we're back to the center. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start it over, okay? we're gonna start it over because there was no time in between. I just want to finish what I was saying. The reason why I would give it to Alex would have to be that in the beginning he was really trying to take it to Mike, and I do think he was getting the best of those exchanges. And then when he calmed down and he started to kind of slow the fight down a little bit, he was landing jabs pretty much the entire round. Mike did have his moments. He was getting in and he was landing. And when he did land, he was landing some pretty hard shots. But I do think that the round was mostly Alex's. I don't know if I'd blame anyone for trying to give it to Mike. It's just the way that I see it. Alex was controlling most of the round. There were moments that Mike had, but he wasn't controlling the round. The moments that he had weren't enough or anything like that. But with that said, let's go ahead and get to round 2. All right. You can tell they're both really tired already. Mike immediately takes the center. Alex throwing straights. I don't know if any of those are landing. Alex throws a right hook to the body. That was a little interesting. See, he's throwing his jab, and he's using his jab to frame, and he ended up using it to throw that right hook. Bit of an exchange. Mike ends up landing with a jab, followed by another jab cross to the body. Alex throwing a jab down the middle. Alex has got his hands low. He's got to be very careful of that. Ooh, I don't know if any of those landed, but there was almost a right hook that ended up landing for Mike. I think Alex ended up landing to the back of Mike's head. Those were a couple of nice hooks landing for Mike. That was good. So what Mike's doing right now is he's waiting, like right there. What he did was he waited for Alex to throw the jab, and he followed the jab back in to start landing those hooks. That was pretty interesting. One of the times though, Alex ended up making him pay for it. He ended up counter striking, similar in the way that he did now. It basically seems like they're settling into that pattern where Alex throws a jab, Mike tries to slip, waits for it to retract, and then he follows it back in to throw whatever he wants. Now, Alex is countering the counter, but right now, I'll be honest with you, it seems like Mike's starting to really get the best of it. Seems like they both just agreed, hey, let's take a break. Mike on the inside. It looks like Alex is clinching. That's a good idea on Alex's part, and he should be doing that a little bit more, especially if he's going to be tired right now. Jab from Alex, but Mike's on his way in. Another clinch from Alex, but Mike is still kind of throwing a little bit. The cameraman has a nice ass. All right, here we go. So, jab from Alex, but there's an overhand from Mike. See, Alex keeps getting hit by that overhand whenever he throws the jab. What he could do is he could try faking a little bit, right? If he fakes that jab, Mike is going to throw the overhand, and then he can end up throwing, say, a hook in return. So there's a bit of an exchange. These guys are really just throwing ham hocks at each other. This is a bar fight right now. All right. And that is round 2. So if I had to give it to anybody, I'd have to give it to Mike. I'll be honest with you. Mike was pushing the pace. He was controlling just about everything, you know. Alex was doing pretty good when he started picking up on what Mike was doing, where Alex throws the jab and then Mike follows it on the way back in and then starts throwing hooks and whatever else he can throw. That was good. That was good on his end, right? But when he did end up picking it up, he started to kind of counter the counter, right? He'd end up throwing the jab. He'd know that overhand was coming, so he'd try to slip and then throw one of his own. But it really just was not enough to give him the round, right? It was not enough to give Alex the round. I think right now it's going to be 1 round to 1 round, and I believe these are 3-round fights. So this is going to be the round that really decides it all. Let's go ahead and see. All right, so Mike taking the center. Alex kind of backing himself up against the ropes there. So jab from Alex, followed by a cross after Mike ends up trying to return. Mike going to the body again. Both kind of hesitant, definitely because they're tired. Jab from Alex. Jab from Alex. You see, Alex has a winning strategy right now if he can just keep Mike out. He doesn't want Mike in there. As soon as Mike ends up in, he should be trying to clinch immediately and force that referee's break. and then just keep him outside with jabs. And I have a feeling he's kind of trying to do that right now. Ooh, that was interesting. So Mike ends up parrying the jab, and he comes over. So that's probably something they were drilling to some degree, right? There was something about that Mike liked all throughout his camp, and he was like, all right, I want to use this. And he got good at it, and now he's using it in the fight. That's good to see. So a jab to the body from Mike. Mike tries to parry and then throw a hook. Ooh, jab cross, followed by another jab from Mike. I think all those landed. Alex is just really tired right now. So, jab from Alex doesn't really land. All right. So, jab from Alex does appear to land, but he's getting peppered to the body. My dog is barking. Jab. Ooh, nice parry from Mike. So right now, I think one of the things Alex needs to do is he needs to double up, and it's really tired when it's really hard when you're tired, right? But if he can fake and then throw jabs, or if he can start going jab jab, it's going to be a little bit better for him. He needs to. He's being a little bit too. Predictable. So they're back to throwing ham hocks right now. That was a good right hand from Mike. I don't think that right hand from Alex ended up landing. Seems like they are, and there we go. All right, so that is the end of the. Excuse me. Oh, man. He likes to go crazy whenever his mom gets home. But if it comes down. So when it comes down to it, if I had to give it to anybody, I don't know who. I don't know. I feel like Mike probably did enough to get that third round. Maybe if I watched it back, I might think a little bit differently. But just the way that Mike was kind of on top of Alex. Again, like it was an interesting fight because there was really nobody who was absolutely positively doing any sort of nobody was really that far ahead of anybody else at any given time. But I do feel that Mike was starting to pull ahead in that third round. So I do think that I have to kind of give that third round to Mike. I feel that if there was a fourth and a fifth round, then there's a very good chance that we would have seen that disparity widen, right? So yeah, there's that. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna see the thing. You see my idiot dog is like distracting me, so I'm like out of my element now, and I'm like, oh, what are we doing? What are we gonna do? What? Huh? Fucking. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna see the decision, okay? And I'm pretty sure I know who wins. Yeah, no, I do know who wins. Duh. But we're gonna go see the decision anyway. All right, so Alex ended up winning. I mean, it was a good fight on both of their ends. Neither of them have anything to be ashamed of. Like I said, I did think Mike took that third round, but this is kind of a weird angle. We obviously don't have the best angle right now. I mean, after all, look, we got a cameraman right here. Maybe that cameraman shows something a little bit different compared to what we have. It is what it is. It'd be cool to see them fight again, either that or it'd be cool to see Alex fight again. I'd love to have him come up to the Northeast and we'll do our thing. Whether it's on Fish Tank or if it's just he's getting ready for a fight and he's like, hey, I'm gonna be in the area. Let's get some work in. I mean, it is what it is. I don't have much to say. It was just a good fight. It was a fun fight, and it doesn't have to be anything other than that. At the end of the day, So yeah. All right. Hello, Scott. Alex had it in the first. Mike had it in the last. I mean, I definitely think Alex took round one. I do think Alex. I do think Mike took round 2, and to my understanding, to my understanding, they were only going to have a third round if there was a 1-1 at the end of it. So if somebody won both rounds, they weren't going to bother having a third round, right? So apparently the judges agreed, and that third round is what gave Alex the round, Here's the thing too, right? This is the thing that people don't realize about boxing sometimes, is that not every punch that's thrown is counted as a punch that is not every punch that's thrown is going to land, right? And because of that, not every punch that's thrown is going to be counted as a landed punch. And it's really, really difficult to see every single punch that lands. And I mean that in both ways. Sometimes you see punches that look like they landed, but they didn't, and they get counted as though they landed. Or sometimes you see punches that did land, but they didn't look like they landed in the way that they should have. And because of that, they don't get counted as landed punches and things like that, right? And this is why I'm saying, like, we don't really have that good of an angle on this or anything like that. I mean, we got this dude in the shorts, and we got the cameraman blocking our view, right? We don't have the best view in the house. So a lot of those punches that I said either did or did not land, it could have potentially been the opposite. You never know. That's the way that this is. And unfortunately, I mean, with this, we could, right? But it would take way, way too long to sit here and be like, I don't know if that punch landed. Hold on, everybody. We're going to pause this. We're going to bring a stop to the action, the thing that you're actually here to see, and we're going to nitpick whether or not that punch actually landed, right? That'd be insane. It'd be especially insane to do if you're a judge at a boxing event, right? There is a certain point where you just have to be like, I'm not sure, but it does look like it landed. So I'm putting it down as a punch that landed, right? Et cetera, et cetera. At the end of the day, fighting is it's not a game, but it is made into a game for the sake of boxing and kickboxing and MMA and stuff like that. And unfortunately, the rule set is not the same as, say, or it's not as clear cut as football or baseball or something like that. At the end of the day, if somebody touches home plate, that is a run scored. If somebody crosses into the end zone, that is a touchdown. Unless there is some other prescribed limit or anything that negates the fact that somebody ended up scoring a touchdown, right? The rules are very clear cut. They're very easy to see and interpret, right? It's very easy to see when some rule has been broken. It's very easy to see when certain criteria has been fulfilled and things like that. In boxing, that's not the case, because at the end of the day, fighting is not a sport, even though it has been made into a sport. You could hop in a time machine and you could travel 1,000,000 years into the future. And if there's still people around and combat sports are still a thing, you're going to have a lot of the same problems today, right? Or you're going to have a lot of the same problems then that you have today, right? Because you can't really do that much. You can't really do too much to fix it. Taekwondo has tried to do stuff to fix it, right? They have these electronic breastplates, right? They're pads that when you kick them, it sends an electrical signal to a computer, right? And depending on the type of sparring you're doing, either one, you'll hear like a bell ring and you'll be like, oh, we got to stop, because it was like just pure like stop and go point sparring. Or it was, it's a situation where like, you end up kicking it and then like the scoreboard goes up by 1 on your side, right? And as a result, Taekwondo has become even worse than it was back when MMA first hit the scene and everyone was ragging on Taekwondo, because I don't need to hit you hard. I just need to hit you hard enough as to where it's going to register in the pad that's going to send the electrical signal to the scoreboard. That's all I need to do. So it doesn't actually matter if I am combat effective or anything like that. What matters is that I'm scoring the points, right? Any attempt to fix any of the problems with combat sports, not any of them, but a lot of them, I will say. Any attempt to fix a lot of these problems in combat sports is just going to lead to the watering down of the sport, right? It's unfortunate, but the things that make it difficult, right? The things that make it difficult to judge, the things that make it so that I'm sitting here like this guy won and you're sitting here like that guy won or something like that. If you try to fix them too much, all of a sudden everything sucks now, right? And it is what it is. Oh man. I used to say bullshit like I used to say bullshit like these guys are slow as shit. What the hell? But then I bought a shitty freestanding bag and been learning simple drills. I won't ever say that again. Yeah. The camera slows things down. Not on purpose, but it just things will always look slower on TV. Things always look slower when you're watching it through a screen. I have no clue why. It's pretty crazy. Mike Harrington is Michael Bisping's producer for his podcast and works for Luis J. Gomez at Gas Digital. Oh, that's interesting. So why wasn't Mike Harrington training with Bisping? Why wasn't Bisping like, hey, bro, I'll help you out? Sorry, one sec. I'm just checking something out. But yeah, so bottom line, it was a really good fight. Neither of them have anything to be ashamed of. I don't think Alex should be like, oh, I lost, right? And that's not what he's doing. I have seen some people on Twitter like, oh, I don't think you won. And he's like, well, I mean, they told me I won, right? There's no reason for Alex to be like, no, I've lost just because Twitter said so. And just because I thought that Mike probably took that third round, right? He should be proud of himself regardless. Now, bang, bang. So we're taking a bit of a chance here. Okay? This is Luis J. Gomez versus Tim Butterly. All right? Don't ask me where I got this. All right? If I told you, I'd have to kill you. All right? Just know that a based Kekarino, all right, a based Chatelet Kekistani was able to get their hands on this for me. All right? Fell off the back of a truck. Anyway, jokes aside, though, we're going to go ahead. We're going to react to this, okay? We're going to react to this. We're going to do our thing with it. Sick wallpaper. Thank you. It's Ace Combat. 6, I believe. I believe it's Ace Combat 6. But yeah, anyway. Sorry, I'm just checking the chat. Scott about a trauma dump on us. I don't know what I said to cause that, but I could if you guys want. I'll start trauma dumping on you guys. Does that sound good? This is some interesting New Vegas gameplay. Yeah, New Vegas fucked up. New Vegas shit the bed on us twice. So now we're going over New Vegas boxing is what we're doing. What's going on, Kieran, by the way? How are you doing? Hey, what's up? Dude, you guys got home and Snoopy started being a fucking bitch.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he never barks when somebody's home, but today he was just like, yeah, Scott's streaming, I guess I'll just fucking bark.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's a fucking pussy.
Sorry, baby.
Nah, it's alright. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, so it seems like we're starting right at the beginning of it. So, let's go ahead. If you don't know, this is Lewis. This is Tim Butthole. I mean, Tim Butterly. Anyway, let's get it. Ace Combat 4 was one of my first PS2 games back in the good old days. Speaking of which, what's that right there? Anyway, so enough horsing around, all right? Enough fooling around. This is Luis Gomez versus Tim Butterly. I am not 100% sure if they had any beef or anything like that. I think they just might have decided, hey, let's box. I guess Lewis is going to be boxing again. If he does, I hope he makes his way up to Boston so that we can do some training. That'd be really cool. But other than that, let's go. All right, here we go. So Tim is in the blue trunks, and Lewis is the Puerto Rican guy. Sporting touch of the gloves. So right away, neither of them. Ooh, nice jab from Lewis. So pawing jab from Tim. Another jab from Lewis is deflected. Jab cross followed by a hook. I don't think any of those necessarily landed. Jab from Tim. Couple of probing jabs from Lewis. Jab from Tim. These guys are both looking pretty good right now. Level changing on the jabs from Tim. Yeah, they both definitely trained hard. You know, they both definitely know what they're doing. Ooh, okay. So we have Lewis trying to pick his shots carefully. He tried to go around the guard, and then he tried to go through the guard. That was nice. So Tim makes his way in. Ooh, cross, and then he ends up ducking under the return hook. That was an interesting move from Tim. Nice little head movement from Tim. He ends up, I think he ended up catching that left hook from Lewis. Left hook from Lewis. It looks like it didn't quite get through. That jab got through. Jab from Tim. Jab cross from Lewis. Followed by an uppercut. Again, Lewis is trying to pick his shots, which is good. You know, he's nice and calm. He's nice and poised. That's good. It's hard to be able to pick shots in a fight. Ooh, okay. Nice little half plum followed by an uppercut. Jab from Tim working his way in. I don't think that cross landed. Neither of those jabs landed either. So neither of them are really pushing the pace too much. They're just kind of trying to see what they can get away with. Nice uppercut from ooh, okay. So an uppercut to the body followed by a hook from Lewis. Jab from Tim followed by an overhand. Doesn't quite land. I don't think any of those landed from Lewis either. So what Lewis is doing, right, if you pay attention, he's kind of sitting there pawing with the jab to see what Tim does. And when Tim shells up, he starts trying to pick shots to place them through Tim's guard, which is really cool to see. Ooh, nice hook gets through from Lewis. Ooh, not sure if either of those landed, but I think the left hook might have. Jab from Lewis. Cross to the body. Tim almost ends up ducking into it. Jab from Lewis. Jab from Tim. Another jab from Lewis. Hook, followed by an uppercut, followed by a right hook. Yeah, Lewis is starting to Lewis is definitely getting real comfortable right now. Tim throws an overhand, doesn't quite land, almost gets caught with a hook. And that is round one. All right, so if I had to give that to anybody, it would be Lewis. You know, it was pretty even from the start, but you just kind of saw Lewis starting to pull ahead. Like I said, he was picking shots in a he was picking shots in a I have a lit candle and I thought I smelled something other than candle burning. You know, he was just able to pick his shots in a way that Tim was not. You could see that Tim looks a little bit outclassed right now. I don't know if he just needs to kind of loosen up a little bit and calm down, and you know maybe round two he'll end up coming out and he'll do his thing, he'll settle in. But they're both talented. You know, they're both talented. They're both showing technical prowess. Neither of them are getting too antsy. They were feeling each other out, but also not making it boring. The feel out process of a lot of fights, especially 12-round fights, it can be really boring the first round or two because it's just two dudes who know they have a long fight ahead of them, so they're not really trying to throw too much. These guys were kind of feeling each other out while also keeping it a little bit action-packed, so that was interesting. Good fight so far. Let's go ahead and see what round two has to offer. We'll go ahead and we'll skip forward. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see what Sam has to say.
Cellulite is sexy. Do you agree?
I would very much so agree.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you agree as well? You gotta have a little bit.
All right. I don't want to get bopped for copyright or anything like that. Copyright on the music, you know. I wouldn't blame Mint Comedy or even Lewis if he copyright claimed this, you know. Obviously, but you know, I don't want to get bopped for a 30-second clip of a song that is being played in the background of a giant fucking auditorium, you know. All right, so should be any second now. Yes, this is Gomez's boat. Oh yeah, I told you Lewis is legit. Lewis has hands in a way that people don't understand. Lewis has got hands in a real way, you know? All right, so here we go. Round 2. Jab to the body from Lewis, followed by to the top from Lewis as well. Another jab doesn't quite get through. Tim just kind of waiting for a moment, I believe. Ooh, okay, that was a nice overhand right from Tim. Appeared to have landed. So a hook followed by another hook from Lewis after he works his way in with a couple of jabs. Jab to the body from Lewis. Jab from Tim, another jab. So Tim ends up feinting and then he moves in. What I think he has to do is he's got to kind of put his head in Lewis's chest, right? Really just make him uncomfortable and start working that body. Lewis ends up working his way in with a couple of jabs. Ooh, that was a nice little uppercut. I don't think it quite landed square, but I think it landed enough as to where it probably hurt him a little bit. Overhand from Lewis. Overhand from Tim. Ooh, okay. Look, I'm not 100% sure. I want to see if he does it again, but it looked like Lewis was pulling. Yeah. Lewis is playing games with the hands. He's pulling the hand down and seeing what he can get away with. That's really cool to see. So, oh man, overhand from Tim. I don't think it landed, but it gave him what he needed to kind of get out of the corner. You know, he ended up throwing the overhand, and then he starts walking into Lewis. Cross from Tim. It appears to have landed. Jab from Lewis. So overhand from Tim misses. Jab to the body from Lewis. Lewis has to be careful though because he kind of lowered his hands to catch the jab to the body. He can't make that mistake. Jab. Followed by a couple more jabs. He bats the hand down and he throws a cross uppercut, and then there was a couple of hooks thrown in there that you know, varying effect. Ooh, nice hook from Lewis. So what Tim's got to do is he's got to start playing with his ooh, nice cross to the body. Doesn't quite land, but it was nice looking. What Tim has to do if he wants to get back in this fight is he can't just keep walking forward and throwing one punch at a time. He's got to throw multiple. In addition to that, he's also got to start feinting a little bit, right? He's got to you know, step forward, get the shoulder and the head into it. He's got to start throwing half punches, right, to get Lewis to try and counter, right? Either that or another thing he can do is he can try and turn it into a dogfight, because Lewis right now, he's very technical. He's boxing at the end of it. You know, he's boxing. He's not turning this into a brawl, and that's because Lewis is a very good boxer. Oh, that was pretty nice. Lewis walking forward, throwing punches. So that's the end of round 2. What I was saying is, Tim right now is kind of trying to box a little bit too much, right? And it's just not working out for him. Lewis is a very good boxer. I want to see if Tim can make this into a dogfight, right? If he can make it into a dogfight, he's going to be in really good shape. Because Lewis he's just too comfortable. He's in his element right now. You know, he's moisturized. He's unbothered. He's in his lane. All right. And it's just not working out for Tim at all. Lewis, I don't really have anything to say that is going to be like anything that he would even need to hear in this moment. You know, if I was in his corner, I'd just be like, hey, great job. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't change a thing. You know, I might sit here and be like, hey, I don't know if you noticed, Tim drops his hand when he throws his jab. He's throwing his right hand and he's dropping this hand and he's leaving his head on the center line. I might be pointing out things like that, but I'm not going to be sitting here talking to Lewis like, oh, what you need to do here, you're getting beat here, you're doing this wrong. Excuse me, you need to do a little bit. I'm just sitting here. It's in between round 2 and 3 of a boxing match, and I just burp in his fucking face. I'm like, you gotta fucking do this, bro. No, but I wouldn't have anything that I feel that he really needs to change, you know? And going into this third round, I'd basically say, look, just coast. The first 2 rounds were yours. That round was definitely Lewis's. If I had to give it to anybody, I would most certainly give it to Lewis. There's no question about it. No doubt about it. But yeah, so we're gonna see what ends up happening in round 3. Maybe Tim can dazzle us a little bit. I happen to already know who ends up winning. I'm not gonna spoil it for you or anything like that, right? But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna see. I'm curious. Yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on. Right. So I don't know what this guy is telling Tim right now, right? I don't know what this guy is telling Tim right now, but given the body language and what I'm seeing, we're going to go ahead and check it out, right? It almost seems like he's saying, look, I want to see you faint. I want to see you fake like you're moving in, like you're about to do something, and then wait for him to throw back and then start throwing, right? I almost wonder if that's what's going on. You guys go ahead and pay attention to this gentleman right here, you know? All right, so here it is. Right here. You see how it looks like a little bit of head movement, but then every now and again he's moving forward, right? I wonder if that is him saying, "Hey, make sure you're not just walking straight in. Make sure you're making him bite on things that are not actually going to be there." That'd be interesting if that was what was said. I am a Christian man. I will not be tempted by girls with no tits and a bunch of ass. I do like French braids in a girl though, right? Or like the braid, like the pigtail braids. I do like how those look. I also like the one French braid thing. I think that's really attractive to me. I like that kind of hairstyle. It's very beautiful in my opinion. All right, so round 3. Here we go. Lewis is looking like he is absolutely zonked. All right. And here we go. Touching the gloves. So fake to the body from Lewis. Up top from Lewis, just kind of probing, seeing what's going to happen. Jab from Tim. Seems like it's kind of the same thing. It's almost like they're re-feeling each other out right now. They're not really going for it. And Tim, like I said, needs to go for it. I think, especially now more than ever, Tim really needs to turn this into a barroom brawl. He's got to land a knockout. He's got to score a knockout. You know, there's nothing he can do other than score the knockout. Even knocking him down is not going to be enough. If Lewis can just survive this round, the fight is his. Jab from Lewis. Nice little slapping hook from Lewis. I think it's just keeping him honest. Nice check hook. Doesn't quite land. So Lewis ends up fading back when Tim throws that long right, and he ends up throwing that check hook. It didn't quite land that time, but it is good. I like that. Lewis trying to pick his shots. Tim, you see that was a good move on Tim, because Tim ended up in the corner. Right? If he was dumb, he would have just stayed in the corner, but he ended up walking Lewis out all the way into the other corner, which technically is not legal, but it got him out of the corner, and it's not like he got in trouble for it anyway, right? Ooh, nice uppercut. Splits the guard, followed by a right from Lewis. Jab to the body, followed by the head. Nice little right hand that I don't think quite landed. Tim coming back with a left hook and then a right, but he ends up catching a right hand on the way in. Nice little short left hook from Lewis. Jab. Jab to the body. Jab to the head. Uppercut. He's been hitting that uppercut the whole time. Whenever Tim ends up shelling up, he ends up splitting the guard with that uppercut. It's really cool to see. Tim, not sure what that move was. It's one of those Dylan Dennis moves. Overhand from Tim, kind of sort of landed, but it looked like he kind of slipped off. That was a nice overhand from Tim. See, when Tim turns it into a barroom brawl, when he's just like, whatever, I'm moving in and I'm throwing ham hocks, right? He has success, right? Like the last 10 to 15 seconds, I'd say Tim has been getting the better of it. Lewis has been landing as well, but Tim has been landing more prominently, in my opinion, right? So there was another overhand from Tim. I believe it ended up landing. Another overhand. Another overhand doesn't quite land. Ooh, Lewis ends up landing a left hook. I don't know if the right hook he tried throwing landed. That was a nice little shot to the body from Lewis. Oh yeah, Lewis is just holding on right now. You can tell Lewis just is like, I gotta get through this last minute and I'm good. Nice short right hand. Nice short right hand to finish it all off, and we are done. So, if I had to give that last round to anybody, I think that was actually a much closer round than round 2, but I still feel like it's Lewis's round. Tim definitely had a really good couple of moments, right? He had a really good 15 to 20 second interval in that round where he was landing his overhand right basically every time he threw it. But you don't win a 2 to 3 minute round. I believe it's 2-minute rounds. You don't win a 2-minute round off of 15 to 20 seconds. You win it off of controlling most of the round, right? And 15 to 20 seconds out of 2 minutes it's not quite. Not quite. Lewis ended up winning. Hard fought battle on both of their ends, but Lewis, like, it's no question. He was well deserved. He controlled basically the whole fight. You saw the technical prowess. You saw the way that he was able to just sort of remain calm and pick shots. He was able to decide when and where he was trying to throw. He wasn't just throwing like everything he could. Wherever he felt like he could land. He was making sure to see, okay, so he's shelled up here, there's space here, uppercut, right? Like I said, he was landing that uppercut to split the guard pretty much the entire fight. I really liked that. He was also throwing pretty good right hooks as well. A lot of those didn't land, but I just liked seeing them because it was an intelligent move on his part. He was trying to go around the guard and go like for the ear, or like the not the back of the head, but behind the ear, because you are legally allowed to hit here, right? He was just able to impose his will throughout basically the entire fight, and that's what gave it to him at the end of the day. New Drob says Tim was more aggressive the final round, but Gomez tagged him all throughout. Yeah, and if Tim was just aggressive the entire fight, if he just turned it into a barroom brawl the entire fight, I think the fight would have went differently. Even if Lewis still did win, it would have been a lot closer. It would have been 2 rounds to 1 maybe. It would have been a decision that could have gone either way. It would be one where there's going to be a lot of people upset because they were rooting for whoever, and that guy didn't end up winning, right? Those are tough. Those are tough when you're the fan of the guy who ends up losing those razor thin decisions. But it is what it is. Really good fight. I'd love to see Lewis fight again. I'm wondering who he could fight. I don't know how many comedians, right? I don't exactly know who Tim Butterly is. I feel like he's a comedian. I'm not too familiar with a bunch of comedians though. I know of Shane Gillis and Luis Gomez and Sam Hyde, etc., etc. So like, I'm not too familiar with the guy. I don't know how many comedians are boxers like that. but it would be pretty cool to see him box more people. One person I would love to see him box is Ian Fidance. I would love to see Ian Fidance versus Luis J. Gomez. That would be the greatest thing ever. Or better yet, Nick Mullen with Adam Friedland sitting on his shoulders versus man, who else? I just want to see Adam Friedland sitting on Nick Mullen's shoulders, dude. That's really all I want. You don't even need a boxing match for this. It'd be great if there was a boxing match somehow involved. Just get Nick and Adam and get two other people. They did something like that last night. They called it Master Blaster Fight, right? Get Nick Mullen and Adam Friedland versus Ian Fidance and somebody else, right, for a Master Blaster Fight, right? Get them for that. I just want to see that. That'd be the greatest thing. What's going on, Giga? How you doing, man? Yeah, I mean, congrats, Lewis, as well as congrats, Alex. All right, good job, both of you. All right, and yeah, that's that. You gotta have indigestion from eating cookies. Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. No, of course, dude. I got more cookies too. I told you, I go insane on the weekends, dude. I go crazy on the weekends. What's going on, Luna? How you doing? Lewis was pretty impressive in my opinion. Oh yeah, he definitely was. It's like I said, like he has hands in a way people don't expect. I didn't expect him to be as good as he was. I'll be honest with you, like I wasn't that familiar with Lewis when I met him. Right when I met him with Sam, like I knew of Believe You Me, right? Believe You Me with Michael Bisping and Lewis, right? But like I didn't realize like, oh, this is the Believe You Me guy, right? Because I didn't watch Believe You Me as like religiously. Like I didn't watch it religiously. It was just I'd watch clips and things like that, and it was fun. I liked it. It was a good show. I never expected to see the fucking producer, right, in real life. So I hop out the car and I'm like, why does this guy look familiar? And he's sitting here talking about some stuff, and I'm like, oh, so this is like a creative guy too. This is like a comedian of some type too. It seems like. And then I asked him, I'm like, where have I seen you before? And he's like, I was the producer for Michael Bisping's podcast, and I was like, wait a second. Like I had one of those moments like, really? What? Yeah, so like I didn't expect him to have hands in the way that he did, right? I was just like, oh, this is just a comedian podcast guy who like maybe watches MMA. No, he's training with Mickey Gall. He's sparring with Michael Bisping. He's got high level dudes that he's getting work in with. He's not a slouch. Lewis is not a slouch, and people, if anybody thought that, they should probably think wrong. Or they thought wrong, and they should probably rethink what they were thinking, Luis J. Gomez versus Bam Margera charity event, dude. I want to, dude, Bam Margera for Fish Tank, bro. That's something I should probably hit up Sam or Jet and be like, yo, you should get Bam Margera on. I feel like Bam Margera on Fish Tank. Just let him be like, have him live in the Fish Tank for like a weekend at least. Just be like, look, fucking, it's Jackass week. All right, we don't want Knoxville, we don't want Steve-O, we want Bam Margera. All right, just do something, man. Think of fucking something, bro. Fucking that'd be crazy. He was supposed to fight Ian Ellis for a couple years now, but I don't know what happened this time. I really don't know who Ian Ellis is either, so I couldn't tell you. Ian Ellis is probably afraid because he's a bitch. Um, yeah. Max Payne says the greased up Puerto Rican is Lewis. um. Oh, I almost read the indigestion thing. Did I almost say Ian? Did I say Ian? I don't know. Did you say Ian? Where'd it go? 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 Where did it go? There was a message here. Oh, Jason? Huh. Oh, excuse me. And that's weird. I can't, that's weird. I can't find the original message that you said. Jason Ellis. Oh yeah, no, I've heard the name Jason Ellis, but I don't know anything about the guy really. I would assume again he's another comedian, right? But I don't know much about him. Um, just like video games, I'm slow to embrace new personalities as well. I didn't get into the whole this little sphere of podcasts until one day I found out about this thing called Five-ish, right? If you don't know what Five-ish is, go ahead and look that up on YouTube after this. Don't go nowhere, all right? Look up Five-ish, right? When I searched that in YouTube, one of the first clips to come up was Cumtown, and I click on it and I just hear it, right? And that was my introduction to Cumtown was the podcast clip of them talking about Five-ish with Felix from Chapo Trap House. I didn't know who he was at the time, but I slowly started to get into Cumtown, and then all of a sudden I meet Louis J. Gomez, right? And I started hearing them. It's not that I started hearing them; it's that they were always talking about Louis. But it was a name that I was like, oh, I don't know who that Lewis guy is, but and then all of a sudden, like, I meet Lewis, and then I start hearing them talk about Lewis every now and again, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's that guy I met at Sam's parking lot. Oh yeah, he was on the like I started putting things together, right? And then I also heard the name Shane Gillis, right? It took me a while to get into Shane Gillis's stuff. Including Matt and Shane's secret podcast. But then one day I see Nick and Adam on on the podcast, and I'm like, oh, all right, let's check this one out. And it was a good listen. So I started listening to their stuff. That's kind of how it is with me. I'm not someone who's like, let's find something new. It's like I have to have somebody telling me for like a month, like, you gotta listen to this, do this, listen to it, check it out, you're gonna like it, you're gonna love it, it's gonna be the best thing ever, you're not gonna stop listening to it. Like that's kind of how I am when it comes down to it. Oh man, but yeah, that's how it is. Sam and Nick got me into MSSP, never went back. What, you mean you left Sam? You left PGL from you left PGL to go over to MSSP, is what you're saying? That's another thing that helped me get into Shane Gillis as well, is when they ended up having him on PGL as well. That was pretty cool. Yeah, like, if comedy wasn't fucked up, if comedy wasn't made to be fucked up, these are guys who would be like the Bill Burrs of this generation. Like Shane Gillis is doing really well for himself, don't get me wrong, right? He's doing really, really good for himself. But like Nick Mullen, right? He'd be one of the Bill Burrs or one of the Richard Pryors or one of the George Carlins, even though I think Carlin is severely overrated. And I'm glad people are starting to kind of wake up to that. These are guys that would be like generation defining comics that because comedy is fucked up, they're just like podcast dudes. And the thing is, they're extremely popular even as just podcast dudes, right? They all do stand up as well, right? But their bread and butter really was getting big in the podcast scene. And then they were able to kind of take that and be like, all right, let's, also fucking like keep on doing my comedy shit. And, one thing will feed into the other and all this other stuff. Like, think of how big Bill Burr is. Think of how big Richard Pryor was. Think of how big Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock. You could argue with me as to whether Chris Rock was like a generational talent. I think he was, even though he wasn't the greatest ever to come out of that like era. But he was good enough, Um, Yeah, like these are guys that would like Lewis as well, right? Like these are all guys that like they would be kind of the modern day Rat Pack of comedy, right? But instead you have like hacks a lot of the time, people who are just not that good, and that's not to say everybody who is like seriously like really that good or not that good, but it doesn't mean that like everybody who is seriously that famous in the comedy scene nowadays is like dog shit. Like there are a lot of good comedians. There are a lot of good comedians that are like really popular and shit like that, but there's a lot of dog shit that you got to wade through. There's a lot of dog shit you got to wade through. Yeah, I love all these comedians. Just right place, wrong political climate time. Yeah, pretty much. But all we can do is give our support as the people. They're our champions. Oh yeah, and at the end of the day, if we support them, if we're fans of theirs and they have enough fans, it's not gonna matter in the first place. Like I'm curious how much. I'm gonna look something up. I would assume by now they've probably changed it over, but nah, you know what? Um. Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, 77,158 members. If that was $1 a month, that would be $77,158 per month that they would be making before you take out, Patreon's cut. Let's say they were all $10, right? I'm curious. That'd probably be like almost $1 million a month that they were making if everybody was a $10 a month dono. But let's make it official here. Times 10. Yeah, $771,580 per month is what they would be making if everybody was a $10 a month donator. I don't even think like how much money do you think what's his face fucking dude, he's a really good comedian. Why am I forgetting his name? He has the Adult Swim show, or he had it. I don't know if it's still on, where he's a talk show. Eric Andre. How much money do you think Eric Andre makes? I remember Sam talking about he was making less than $100,000 a year at Adult Swim. Fucking these guys are making a little under $100,000 a month if everybody was only donating $1. You think everybody's only donating $1? Nah. There's mad people donating $5 or $10 a month, right? That's crazy. Let's go ahead. Oh, they 3 days ago. Interesting. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what's it called? Shit. Oh yeah, the Adam Friedland show. Why is it in caps? They have a Wikipedia now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Anyway, it's late in the stream, so my brain is kind of mush. I'm like, Anyway, 24,610 members. Yeah, and they're show like 100 grand a month. They make 100 grand a month. Fucking, that is bonkers. Split 50-50, I'm sure. Of course, they have expenses. They have expenses, right? They're not just sitting at Stavros's house anymore, you know, because Stavros decided he was done. You know, they have they have expenses. They have people that they pay. They have a landlord that they got to pay. You know, one of Adam's friends, I'm sure. You know, but like that is a crazy amount of money to just be hanging out talking to Dave Portnoy. Right? That is wild, you know? The Adam Friedland Show podcast. Oh man. Anyway, like these guys are making crazy amounts of money that if they were working for Hollywood, they probably wouldn't even be making. Is you know the reason why I'm looking at this. I'm sitting here looking at this like, fuck, dude. I got to go to work tomorrow. Man. Anyway, yeah, but like they're making crazy amounts of money just because people decide to support them directly. Well, oopsies. Whoops. Sorry. Anyway, that's wild, you know. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end it there. It's been well over 2 hours at this point. These streams keep getting longer and longer, you know, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just noticing, you know. You know, it's cool as long as you guys enjoy it. You know, as long as you guys enjoy it. I'm sorry about Fallout today. It just I mean, it worked. It just didn't work for as long as I wanted to. I wanted to see if we could get through this whole thing. You know, luckily we're at a point where we just have to go into the Sierra Madre. So we definitely will be completing it next week. It will be a thing next week that we get done. So that's going to be good. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you very much for being here. You know, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.